Welcome to Longevity's Welding Channel. I'm Tim Roble, and I'm going to take you through the long-term test. I've had the 200DX now for about 6 months. I've put about 4 300 CFH bottles through it, still working good. And I'm going to do a demonstration on the low side of the TIG process. I'm going to weld together some 9 thousandths razor blades, and not really the proper setup that I got, but I think I got enough to make it work. Probably should drop down to a 2% serrated 40 thousandths tungsten electrode, but the smallest I have is a 16th, and we're going to see what we can do to make it work. The filler wire that I've selected for it, instead of just doing a fusion weld, the filler is a ER70 S6. It's a MIG wire in 23 thousandths. I've kind of cleaned it up and tried to straighten it out as much as I could, but 23 thousandths trying to weld 9 thousandths makes it a little bit tough, but probably should be good enough for demonstration and show you the low end of the machine and how great it actually works. Before I go to weld these razor blades together, once again they're 9 thousandths in thickness. Using the machine to my advantage, what I've done is have the foot pedal plugged in. I have it turned all the way off, which is 5 amps. For my pulse, yes, I am using pulse for this. It just makes me a better welder. It takes the heat out of that thin material and allows me to do this. So pulse, I'm at 11 amps. My pulse frequency, I'm at 280 hertz. And my pulse width, I'm at 20%. And once again, I am using 1/16, 2% serrated. And I would say, you know, if you were going to do this all day long, definitely get some 40 thousandths tungsten. 2% serrated or 2% lanthanated would work good. I am using a gas lens. I'm flowing about 10 CFH, and I am using a number 7 cup. So let's see how she welds. This thing's so tiny it's really hard to get it in the picture and show exactly the bead on it. But very tiny bead and very good penetration. We welded through to the back side. And once again, that's 9 thousandths. Some of you may be wondering where the idea for this came about. Actually, I was taking a tech call for Longevity, and a client was asking if he thought the 200DX could weld 14 thousandths, and of course the lowest setting on it is 5 thousandths, so I was pretty sure that we could get arc stability down that low. So I thought I would give it a try. So I took the dial calipers and walked around the shop and started miking things that I could weld that were real thin, and of course razor blade came up, and it mics in about 8.5 thousandths, maybe 9 thousandths all the way across. Has a little bit of a variation on it. So that's where I came up with this project to tune it in and see exactly how well we can focus the arc. And once again, I wasn't using the primary best setup for it. The best setup would be dropping down to a 40 thousandths tungsten. It's very rare that I even use a 16th. Being a motorcycle, hot rod, and off-road fabricator, most of what I do is 125 thousandths tubing down to about 49 thousandths tubing chromoly. And then for aluminum, probably the thinnest I do is about 40 thousandths, and most of what I work with is about 63 thousandths. Stay tuned next time on this machine. I'm going to take you to the higher end of the scale, where I'll be doing a custom skid plate oil tank on one of the 950 KTMs. And we'll work on that. That'll be doing some 3/16ths and some 125 thousandths 6061 T6 aluminum on this. Thank you for watching Longevity's Welding Channel. I'm Tim Roble, and I'll catch you here next time.